Last week, U.S. equity markets reached new all-time highs, a reminder of how fast markets can swing during periods of high uncertainty. First quarter earnings season was well underway, with over 80% of S&P 500 companies beating expectations. A large part of the recent equity market surge is on these fundamentals, not just on the outlook for the Middle East war and for oil prices. In fact, earnings expectations this year are so strong that even after the recent market surge, valuations are notably lower compared to 2 months ago. This week, even as uncertainty around the situation in the Middle East remains high, markets will still have a lot to focus on. First quarter earnings season will be in full swing, with over 100 S&P 500 companies reporting earnings this week. The market consensus is for 18% earnings growth this year, a very solid gain, but a high expectation. So investors will be looking for results that support that optimistic outlook. The Federal Reserve meets on Wednesday, and markets expect rates will stay put. We're expecting some tough questions for Chair Powell about how the Fed is thinking about rising inflation, but with few, if any, tools to address a pure supply shock. There's also a heap of important economic data this week. On Thursday, we'll see first quarter GDP expected to come in at a softer-than-trend 1.6%, following an even weaker Q4. Consumer spending growth has slowed, inflation is up, residential investment is weak, and payroll job growth has trended near zero. So it's business investment, including for artificial intelligence, that's giving a lot of the lift. Some may see awkwardness or tension this week between solid Q1 earnings and softer GDP growth. But it's just another reminder that the stock market is not the economy, especially when corporate margins are expected to keep rising at a blistering pace. We'll also see renewed attention on prices this week. On Thursday, we'll see PCE inflation data for March, the first print showing higher energy prices. Investors will pay particular attention to the core or ex-food and energy numbers to see if there's any spillover from energy into broader prices. And on Friday, investors will pay attention to the prices index of the ISM manufacturing report, which has risen to its highest level since 2022. So things to watch this week: first quarter earnings reports, the Fed's monetary policy meeting on Wednesday, first quarter GDP data, and new data on prices and inflation.
The views expressed are solely those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of First Citizens Bank and Trust Company or any of its affiliates. This material is for informational purposes only and is not intended to be an offer, recommendation, or solicitation to purchase or sell a specific investment strategy, any security, or insurance product, and should not be construed as legal, tax, or accounting advice. Please consult with your legal or tax advisor regarding the particular facts and circumstances of your situation prior to making any financial decision. While we believe that the information presented is from reliable sources, we do not represent, warrant, or guarantee that it is accurate or complete. Many companies referenced in this content are independent third parties and are not affiliated with First Citizens Bank and Trust Company. All third-party trademarks referenced, including logos, trade names, service marks, and icons, remain the property of their respective owners. Your investments in securities and insurance products and services are not insured by the FDIC or any other federal government agency and may lose value. They are not deposits or other obligations of or guaranteed by any bank or bank affiliate and are subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amounts invested. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. Estimates of future performance are based on assumptions that may not be realized. This material is not a solicitation of any offer to buy or sell any security or other financial instrument or to participate in any trading strategy. Diversification does not guarantee a profit or protect against loss in a declining financial market. First Citizens Wealth is a marketing brand of First Citizens Bankshares Incorporated, a bank holding company. The following affiliates of First Citizens Bankshares Incorporated are the entities through which First Citizens Wealth products are offered. Brokerage products and services are offered through First Citizens Investor Services Incorporated, FCIS, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA, and SIPC. Advisory services are offered through First Citizens Investor Services Incorporated, First Citizens Asset Management Incorporated, and SVB Wealth LLC, all SEC-registered investment advisors. Certain brokerage and advisory products and services may not be available from all investment professionals, in all jurisdictions, or to all investors. Insurance products and insurance are offered through First Citizens Investor Services Incorporated, a licensed insurance agency. Banking, lending, trust products and services, and certain insurance products and services are offered by First Citizens Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender and First Citizens Delaware Trust Company. For more information about First Citizens Bankshares Incorporated, its subsidiaries, and its investment professionals, visit www.firstcitizens.com/wealth/disclosures.